Oh, all right. Welcome everybody to the PermaGlitched Gaming Podcast. It's early. It is 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, 9 o'clock, wherever the hell you are. Earlier, but welcome. We're glad to have you guys here with me. Always. Go.
Sup?
Okay.
Doing well?
Hello.
Not bad.
Luigi.
So we just got done watching Inside Xbox.
Yes.
Where,
Yes, we did.
We got to see some gameplay of some new upcoming games from third-party. How do we feel about that? Thoughts?
Some of them were.
They were some were good, some were okay. I prefer actual gameplay, but yeah, okay. Just
Now recording.
Oh my fucking
Hi,
god.
Greg.
Again?
Yep,
Second
yeah.
week in a row?
Second, that was
That was
third.
2 weeks ago.
We had an
were
issue
fine
like this
week.
last week.
Did not. You guys
Yes,
were
we
so-
did.
You guys were so fucking concerned about getting the titles right, you forgot to remind me to bring Craig in. You also, by the way, both of you have the ability to bring Craig in yourself. Just for the record. I don't have to do everything.
Look, I
I'm-
didn't
I'm-
know about this
Yeah.
power that you're telling us right
Are
now.
you holding your
so-
mic?
Yeah.
Why are you holding your mic?
Because he doesn't have a...
No, I do have the stand for it. It's just I've been like discovering like in the past like couple of podcasts, you can barely hear me here and there when it's just like far away or like standing up. So I'm just gonna
You
hold
don't
on
have like
to
a
it for
little
right now.
desk table or something?
I don't.
You don't have like an end table, a nightstand? There you go. Nightstand.
Nope.
Anyway, so Craig's here. Welcome, everybody. We're all glad you... Anyway, so Inside Xbox, we saw quite a few new
Yeah,
games.
Craig left.
He can't take our bullshit anymore.
It's like, nah, what is it? What he's saying? Goodbye or whatever.
No, he doesn't say anything. He just fucking...
Oh, he just leaves.
It's just that sound effect where it's just boop boop or something like that.
No, there's no sound effect or anything. Just that,
No?
I mean, that's the Discord thing.
Oh,
No, when he
yeah.
comes in, like now recording.
Anyway, so Inside Xbox, we saw a bunch of cool games. And notably was obviously Assassin's Creed Valhalla gameplay that was shot in engine.
Which I call bullshit.
Okay, let's talk about this. Why are you calling
Where is the UI?
Why do you care?
Because that's when we'll see the actual gameplay of it.
It was
It
shot
just looks
in
like
engine.
cinematics.
It was shot in engine. It's going to look exactly like that.
Look, I'm not disagreeing with you on that, but it wasn't gameplay still. That was just more like animations.
So, you want to look like, who cares about the animations? The animations are going to come. Graphically, that's what these people care about, isn't it?
This is true.
Like you
but
go to
gameplay
Twitter right
was
now.
real.
Go to Twitter right now. You follow the hashtag Inside Xbox, and it's just everybody bitching about the fact that there was no gameplay for Valhalla. It was shot in
Because
game.
there
engine.
wasn't.
It was shot in game engine. Okay, there wasn't gameplay, as in there wasn't some jackass
Which
playing
is
it.
false
but-
advertisement when they were saying gameplay. But it wasn't. It was just
I think you're
the
splitting hairs
in-game
here.
graphics that's just playing through cinematics. It wasn't gameplay where you're fighting against, other Templars or wherever you fucking face off with Assassin's Creed.
I feel like you're.
Because
I mean, it
I'm
looks
right!
good.
This wasn't gameplay in the traditional sense.
Wow.
Wah?
Wow. Wow.
Wah.
I don't know, man. I just like it. The thing is, it's on the same level as Hellblade 2. And we saw Hellblade 2
Yeah.
last year at the Game Awards, I think, right?
Video Game Awards, yeah.
And it looked fantastic because everything was rendered with the again in game engine with it. Everything that we saw.
Animations, in-game animations.
It was
I
rendered.
will not stop.
It was
I will not
rendered in
cease.
engine. There was still those screenshots that were going around, like after Hellblade came out. You could literally see the individual pores of characters.
I'm not saying that's not going to be a thing if they pull it off.
If
I'm
they
not
pull it
trying to
off,
say that.
do you think they won't be able to pull it off?
I think they can if they're putting in so much tech already for what they're doing for all these systems going to be coming out in the holidays. But still, it's not gameplay in the sense.
So why does gameplay matter to you? Like not like honestly not being a jackass this time. I'm like
No. I get
to me,
I
I'm
get
like,
you.
okay, this is the
There's like a
in-game rendering.
history.
This looks great. I'm excited about it.
No, I'm not saying that it's not perfect or anything. It looks awesome. But in video games, you expect, to play them or anything
I
like
would hope
that. I mean,
so.
it still looks good, yes, but there's been a history in presentation of games where it's overhyped to know that, oh, this looks amazing and whatnot. That's what people expect the gameplay is going to look like and feel like and all that sort of thing. Good examples would be the first trailer for Watch Dogs or anything from like Warzone 2 back then in the days. People were hyped for what those games were going to look like, but when they came out, it was just
Disappointment.
it wasn't wasn't
The
I would say
disappointment.
presented. It wasn't presented to me the way that they showed it off.
Okay,
So
so
it's just
but were those shot in game engine? We know that.
no,
Okay.
those
So
two are not. They felt
what are
like
you
downgrades afterwards.
when you're looking at a gameplay trailer? What are you looking for that's going to help you decide to buy a game or not?
Ultimately, it would just be when the release date happens, and then you just have to view it yourself to know if it's
Well, what if you
actually.
see it before that? Like obviously sometimes there's developer streams or press releases like in-game footage of
When they
different
put
things.
that out,
Okay, if
Like
it's
there's
through
gonna
the
be I
developer,
expect that there's gonna be stuff
But-
released because of the way that this game is gonna be so different from the other Assassin's Creed.
that's what it
my thing
supposedly
is-
is going to be. Yes.
Quit hitting it.
The fuck was that?
it's my phone.
Okay, what were you gonna say, Jose? Or you smacked
I
something?
was gonna say it. I didn't smack anything. Oh, I didn't smack anything. Really didn't.
Your camera shut.
Anyway, I was gonna say that it's just they tell you at least this when they do like reveal trailers and stuff. Yes, they put shot in-game footage, but like Joe was saying from like Watch Dogs and stuff, Ubisoft lied and they actually said it was footage. This was footage from in-game. Turned out it was completely wrong. Same thing with Killzone on PS3.
Yeah, Killzone. That's what I was saying. Killzone 2, not Warzone.
They lied. It was found out that they lied. At least with some of the developers, they put like now they're doing the whole all shot with in-game footage, or this is not the final representation of what this game may look like. So it's like basically they're trying to tell you it's similar, but don't get your hopes up because things can change. Nothing is final.
Okay. So, game footage aside, how do we
Oh,
feel
no.
about what we know about Assassin's Creed, which is now significant last week?
It's
Because
interesting.
they announced that, I mean, basically there's not going to be any stealth from what we can see. You're playing the role of a Viking going into England basically to try and establish a thriving settlement. Um, and according to the developer, it sounded like you're gonna have to work with kingdoms around you and other Viking clans, I guess,
Yeah.
to happen.
Yeah, that's what they're saying through the trailer. Well, not in the trailer, but from the developer that was being presented on there. It was like, yeah, it's gonna be exactly what you just said.
It would kind of be cool if they took that aspect and that's how you can make it multiplayer. In the sense
Okay.
that, you know, these other kingdoms are actually other players. Like kind of how like the Nemesis system is from Shadow of Mordor, where if I get killed, you can technically go avenge me from the guy who killed me, and vice versa. It's not really, I don't really see you, but in this case, it would be cool is if they, if like they say they have raids and stuff, where okay, I need at least a kingdom of 4, and that's where your friends would come in. Where we all have the game, we all have different, our different kingdoms, whatever we want to call it, and we need to go raid, said castle. Well, you and 3 other friends can hook up and raid said castle and split the loot, and then go about your business. It's not like it would force you into a multiplayer in the traditional sense, but it has some type of co-op multiplayer aspect, which I think would be cool if they did. And if they did do it, you heard it here first. I'm just saying.
I mean, they didn't really said that was going to be a feature per se. I know that they kind of did with Odyssey. They did something like that of a Shadow Mordor sort of thing. I forget the details how they pulled that off, but it's like I think it was like for like finding like their treasure that they leave behind or something. I don't remember what they did for Odyssey. They did like some sort of multiplayer aspect for that. Could they do the same way for Valhalla and
I don't
expand on
see
it?
why not.
Possibly.
My question is, are these going to be instances or events kind of a thing? Um, or there like going to be opportunities that arise kind of a thing, or is it going to be scheduled parts of the story and you just say, okay, I'm going to go do this raid, and it can either match you up with friends and you can invite them to help you with it, or it's just going to throw you into a a group that's missing them?
I'm not entirely sure. They didn't really talk about multiplayer.
I'm just speculating. um I'd be interested. I'd be interested to learn more about these raids, because they were very. That was one of the first things they mentioned. Viking, you're going to be leading raids, on different defensive areas, I guess, to
Different
help your settlement.
kingdoms and all that.
But I mean, it looks good.
Yeah.
Pretty excited. It was interesting watching the stream because there were people in that didn't want this. Why is it Valhalla? Why? There was one guy, Jose, that was like, why can't they do 1920s to 1950s America? Why? Why would you want 1920s
I
to
don't
1950s
think that would
America
be.
instead of freaking Vikings?
I don't think it would be interesting if you go into the 1920s to 1950s, like at all.
I
Like,
mean,
I mean, if they want to
see,
do
like,
World War II, then they could, but it's like that would
Like,
be
I can
hard.
see maybe like
why would you do that?
doing-
Because there's so many World War II games.
Exactly.
not like that. Not like with like spy and espionage and stuff. There's more World War II shooters and stuff, or RTSs and things like that. But like a game based on like the espionage, like it would actually make a good backdrop for a more stealth game, if they were to do more modern. I
But it
think
was
that would
just
probably be like the furthest.
The 1920s was just the Great Depression.
No, I'm talking about
Yeah,
World War II.
I mean,
exactly.
the Roaring 20s too. I mean,
Not well, nobody. Yeah, in the 20s. I don't know why they would say the 20s, but like I can
it
see
was
during
just
World War
like it
II
was
and
just
stuff,
such a specific time.
or World War One. But
Again, I don't. There's
I don't
so
know.
many games about the.
but not spy espionage. Different. You gotta remember,
I
it's
guess.
different. There are World War II games, but a lot of it's either RTS or shooters.
Well, I mean, I guess you
You
can
know,
count the Sniper Elite series.
that's still a shooter. No,
Yeah, I mean,
it
it's
will be
still a
considered a
shooter, but
shooter,
A
it's
stealth
you know,
shooter, that sort of thing for those.
but it's
Sniper
still
Elite.
a shooter though.
Yeah.
Not an adventure stealth game where you act
they are
stuff like that, like not like Metal Gear or anything like that. So
Yeah.
I don't.
I just like the new style that they're going for, going like into the past of like Egypt and Greece, and now in Viking times. I think I like going into those time frames where you can still do like melee weapons and all that sort of thing. It's more interesting.
So what were I mean, we saw a bunch of other games. One of the first ones that was Titanfall esque.
Yeah. Bright Memory, Memory Infinite,
I think
Infinite.
and
I don't know what to make of
I've
that,
seen
because
that
there's
on
like
Steam. That was first on there, and I didn't know that the game was going to be coming to Xbox Series X. So that's news to me. That's happening. So it looks cool. Can't deny that.
Bright Memory Infinite.
it was interesting.
It was
Yeah.
really interesting. It was kind of like I said, it was kind of a Titanfall, Samurai, Far Cry, Blood Dragon looking.
Yeah.
Because in the beginning, it's got you going through what looks like due to the architecture, and you're fighting all of these characters, all these enemies with almost that game. It's the other Bethesda game, stealth based. Steampunk kind of had time slowing ability.
Uh.
What's that game called?
Fuck.
Recent?
No, it was a while ago.
Was it old? Okay. I don't
Like, how
know.
I
old?
can't remember what the fuck it's called.
How old?
Can't remember. Or I can see the cover. Anyway, moving on.
Okay.
Well, I'm not gonna sit here and.
No,
fucking try
I
and-
know.
It's very Bioshocky. Anyway,
Wait. Yeah, I don't know.
I really can't remember that.
I swear to God, I know what you're talking about. I know what you're talking about.
So it had those like kind of superpowers, almost. You had abilities like that. Brittany just.
Of course.
It's 5-second rule. Hello. Dust it off.
She was just giving me the. Anyway, so you had like some super abilities like that where you punch people.
Yeah.
Had some kind of like grappling hook and wall running, and you're shooting as guns so that height and fall. And then walk out this entryway and climb into a fucking DeLorean.
Yeah, DeLorean, basically.
Like, it was weird but interesting. That one was much closer to a game. And
Oh yeah, that definitely was.
I don't know anything about this game. I came away with a wow, that looks. But what the fuck is it?
You didn't. Looked like you didn't know what. Looked like you didn't know what it wanted to be.
I could pull it up real quick on Steam.
Oh, yeah, I was gonna say apparently it's on Steam Early Access.
Yes.
Oh shit.
Like you kept saying it was on Steam.
Yeah. Bright Memory Infinite. Bright Memory Infinite is an all-new lightning-fast fusion of the FPS and action genres, created by FYQD Studio, combining a wide variety of skills and abilities to unleash dazzling combo attack. That's
Again, it
There's
doesn't
more
tell us
stuff.
anything. I mean,
set in a sprawling futuristic metropolis in the year 2036, a strange phenomenon in which scientists can find no explanation has occurred in the skies around the world. Oh, okay. Whatever. The Supernatural Science Research Organization has sent agents out to various regions to investigate this phenomenon. It is soon discovered that these strange occurrences are connected to an archaic mystery, as of yet unknown history of two worlds about to come to light.
Translation: we haven't fleshed out the story yet.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That is correct. They have not.
Some bullshit. It's happening in the sky.
Buddy?
But hey, you have fun combat.
It looks really fun.
And how much are they charging?
What is it for?
That's to be dated, but it looks like for the
Be
first
determined, but
episode of
To be
it, it's like
dated?
$10.
I mean, to be dated actually would be sound
that's fair.
smart.
There's like a version
me.
of it called Bright Memory that's like $10, and I think that's like a teaser for it. I guess.
Got other things.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly. Like, give me
not
some
that
type
I'm
of
not
narrative.
excited about the game. I could that $10.
It's hard to get excited about something you really don't
That we
know
don't really don't
what
know
it wants to be or anything. It's like coming soon. Okay, what's coming soon?
Yeah, that's the problem with a trailer.
You want to buy it, like
That's the problem
I
with a
do.
trailer like this. Is in
Or like
2-3 weeks, we're not going to
interest.
remember
Well,
the name of this.
Dude, remember the one at the Game Awards? That had to do with PUBG or whatever the hell it was, and it told you to go to this website.
That?
Never heard anything about that again.
Yeah.
I went to the website. I
what is that
registered
shit?
just for shits and giggles. You had never heard anything about it since. And that was what, over 6 months ago now?
Yes.
Yeah, pretty
over
close.
6 months.
If not longer. So it's like, okay, like, if I'm fine with it if you maybe start putting out little hints and stuff, and on your forums, your discords, wherever, like, hey, this is what's going on, or or like kind of how like Destiny did, where the story was kind of no, but it actually what the hell were they called, the glimmers and stuff, and if you went to the website, it actually fleshed out the story and how everything came to be, and then I was like, oh, okay, I get it now.
Yeah,
But
people
this
do
is
the
just
effort
like,
to do that, like go online for that shit. They changed that in Destiny 2 to have all the lore.
Well, yeah, they changed it, but it still was fine. It's like, okay, you go somewhere else to read the story. Okay, that's fine. It's not no big deal. And it's just like this one's just like shot in the dark. Here we go.
Yeah,
We just want to
like-
make something fun. Fuck it.
I feel like this was an attempt
Yeah.
to get more people on this.
Which it
And
could probably
that's totally fine. If that's what you need is funding, keep going.
Why not go through
That's
Xbox?
fine.
Why not?
And maybe they are.
Okay.
Maybe they're. I mean, maybe they had to pay for the spot with Xbox. Maybe Xbox is like, here, we'll help you out. This looks good. I don't know. Wasn't that
Fair
that was the whoever was that was talking about that, saying that game was developed by
Yes, it was
Mhm.
developed by one person. It's an indie game.
what's the name of the studio?
Uh,
Single guy
FYQ
studio. No.
Studios. I know it's being published. If I'm guessing this right, saying that. Publisher, yeah, same thing. FYQD Studios, but it's also being published by Playism. I don't know who they are, but they probably did some backing for this one individual that's making this game. And now Xbox came to him and, like you said,
Well-
either paid for a spot for him or he paid a spot for this or Playism did. Who knows what happened with that?
Well, we only know it's Xbox. We don't know anything on PS5 yet. It could be coming multi-platform. We don't know. Most likely,
It probably will be.
It's been in early access for over a year. It says the
That's-
initial
that's
release
not
date was
bad.
January 12th, 20.
it's not bad. It's better than some games have been in early access for
God.
years.
Yeah.
Apparently on Steam, and Joe, you can confirm this. Got the page up. It's
Yep.
got a 9 out of 10 rating with over 17.
That's pretty good.
I'm looking.
Somebody saw some potential in it, so
Yeah,
I'm looking at.
it's good that they,
and
looking
it
at
is
the,
a one-person
looking at the
studio.
right
His name is I'm gonna try to pronounce this. We're gonna fuck it
Yeah,
up.
there's like a lot of very positive reviews for this.
Deng Zai.
It's really good.
Yeah. It's name I can't pronounce.
It's Chinese, so
I
I
mean,
wouldn't know either.
promising.
Yeah, definitely.
Joe's catchphrases.
All right. Anyway, what else we got? We got that Born trailer.
That's like another game that I don't even know what
seen-
the fuck
I
it
seen
is.
stuff
You
about
see
it last
trailers
year.
of it here and there. Like
I know I remember seeing stuff about it last year and stuff.
Game
Like I
is
said, when we
fucking
saw it,
creepy.
Yeah, it's disgusting. I don't know what it is.
You're
I'm
literally
like,
like,
okay.
I remember
What are
the
you?
thing scene was with the there was the type of weird ass shotgun he has, and you kill people, you kill your enemies, and you take like the parts from them to make.
Is that one?
Yeah.
Oh
Where the
wait,
guy
were
made
you
the
talking about
shotgun
that
out
a
of a
long time
leg or
ago?
something?
Yeah,
Yeah, I think there was that.
they did like gameplay for it like a year or two ago for that game.
But I really find it funny that these artists, whoever, obviously you can definitely tell their influence from the Alien franchise, because like I said, when we first saw it, the aesthetics, everything looked exactly like from the Alien franchise, specifically from the first movie, and I would say Prometheus. Which looks amazing. That's one of my favorite movies growing up. The Alien series and stuff, and it looks cool. Very weird.
So it's on Steam right.
I was gonna say, I believe it has been out.
So well,
But now it's
it's
just
not
coming to you.
available. It's not
So-
available for you to pick. So, born as an atmosphere set in a nightmarish universe of somber tapestry, designed around the idea of thrown into the world, isolated and lost inside this dreamlike world, you will explore different interconnected regions in a nonlinear fashion, settling environment, which I think I remember when we saw this game, we talked about environment 5. And we saw a lot of that. So this exploring interconnected regions in a nonlinear, very open.
Something like that.
Mhm. Interesting.
So apparently, there's no cutscenes. Storytelling happening. All the storytelling happens in game.
Uh-huh.
Uh,
It's weird. I'm still looking forward to it to see what it has to offer more, but I've just like seen
and
this for years,
this
and it's
trailer
just
was
like holy
very
shit.
weird because it had this on
Body, this thing,
pregnant.
whatever it was.
It's everything about this.
Yeah. So what is that about? Again, we're coming back to this. Okay, this looks cool, but what is it? You know,
What's in the box,
Well,
man?
that's taking it more to extremes with
like,
that game.
is our character out of?
Is it born out of the dead-looking weird fetus?
I mean, that's basically what it was.
Are they dead though, or are they like
Dead or alive? I don't know. It's like some Lovecraftian shit is going on.
Yeah, it's
It's weird. I'm into it, but it's weird.
She would be into it.
Not in that way. God damn it. Fuck.
so.
Anyways,
I don't know.
there were some more games that happened. There was Corvus, which looks like a flight simulation game of some kind with like story involved with that. You were saying that it was like something
There
along
were
the
some
lines of
scenes in there
Control.
that looked like
Yes.
Didn't look anything like it. It looked like a.
Looked like in some aspects of it with like some of the shapes and the red hue.
That's about it, though.
Some of it. That was it. But it's mostly like flight simulation, dogfights, all that sort of thing. Who knows?
It actually reminds me of a callback to games like Gradius, 1942, 1943, the arcade style shooters, and then like a little bit of Star Fox mixed in with the way, with the ship and everything like that. So it's actually pretty interesting because there's nothing really close to that as of late on any system.
No, there haven't.
You know
I mean, I
interesting?
guess purely the Microsoft Flight Simulator because it's a flight game.
Those gigs though, over 100 gigs for that game. What the fuck?
That's a lot of planes in there.
So apparently, no one else cares about Corvus. There's very little about it.
Yeah,
because a Google search for Corvus game or only pulls up results from the high-res game.
Are you spelling it right? It's like CH.
CORV.
I don't know.
I thought it was CH or whatever.
It's a game. That's all
something.
I can say. There was also The Medium, which
That one is
yeah, it's very Silent Hill-esque.
so. I want to talk about that one a little bit. I don't know if you guys were really totally. So when Hellblade, the first one, uh, so what's interesting about developers have actually taken a focus on PSD, and are what's referred as a abstract, um, working what I understand help people solve
Or like something like their problem or whatever. Yeah, that was something along the lines of that.
like because when you first watched it, had this woman that was hospital pregnant and praying out on a street with a knife and her weird, right?
And like the other world
Mhm.
like melting into it, just turning everything into ash somewhat.
Yeah, kind of Thanos snap kind
Yeah, exactly like that. Like a world going to hell in that sort of regards, yeah. Uh it's made by the people from Bloomberg that did the first game for oh god, I don't even know what the other game is. They
You're looking
they
for
made
at Blair Witch, Observer, and Layers of Fear.
I was thinking of Layers of Fear, yeah, but yeah, it was Observer and also Blair Witch that they did. So they're obviously doing more theming around there, and like you said, PTSD is definitely a thing that's going on with this character, so they're gonna be resolving with that.
So I've pulled up an article from VentureBeat on this. Apparently, character's name is Marianne.
Yep.
Um, actual story is that haunted by the vision. Um, traveling back to Hell Resort. Uh,
Yeah, that's it.
they do have some notable composers for this.
Yeah, the guy that did the first Silent Hill OST, he's part of
They
this.
brought him in and got team members games as
Yes.
well. Apparently, the theme is about one thing that the guy mentioned, not going to have um, is they want a seamless transition one world into.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm not a horror fan. Hey, you guys know that, but this
It's up my alley for sure.
Yeah, it's a pass for me.
okay, why?
I don't find games like this entertaining. I find them boring and not wasting my money. I don't care for horror. I don't care for horror movies. I don't care for horror novels. Yes, I may like Resident Evil because it's a compelling story and I like, zombies. But in terms of stuff like this, I I think the last time I actually saw a horror movie, I actually fell asleep. That's how boring it was to me. Horror to me is boring. I know there's people out there that love it and stuff like that. It's like, oh, it's the best. To me, it's boring. It's too predictable, and I don't care. Horror does not,
Okay.
horror does not tickle my fancy. You know.
Okay. What else did we? Oh no, you were
Dirt
right.
5.
I did spell Corvus.
It was like CH.
Yeah,
It was like
Dirt 5.
CHRVS732, whatever.
Just know that there is dirt. That
5.
is it.
That
5
means there
dirt.
was 4 more dirts before this. So if you're going through layers of of the Earth geologically, what layer will the 5th layer be? I don't know. Whatever.
Lava?
Does the Earth have 5
No.
layers?
I don't
No.
know.
Like you got like sandstone, like different layers of
That's
like rock and
Minecraft,
stuff.
man.
No, that's an actual real thing. Like limestone and all that. That's actually real.
I'm not a genius.
Yeah.
Geologist.
Crust,
I don't know.
crust, soul, outer core, inner.
It's magma, isn't it?
Actually, you will be melting before. You will actually
Oh, yeah.
start melting before. I was actually watching a whole thing of that. Why you can't dig to the center through the center of the Earth. It's actually no. It was actually interesting. Yeah.
So yeah,
We got
Dirt 5 racing game.
Yeah, Dirt 5, another racing game.
With a story.
With apparently.
We have Nolan North and Troy Baker involved
Which,
with the
again,
career
I
mode.
don't have a problem.
I guess
We
they
don't
tried to
even
mix
know
it
what
up,
the storyline
The
is.
old
We
Need
just
for
know that
Speed
there is
games
one.
had storyline.
but they were good stories though.
That's why I'm like, I don't have a problem with this if it's a
I don't
good
think
one.
it's just funny. I just find it hilarious.
Yeah.
Because you have 2 of the best voice actors out there for a racing game story. So your story must be really good, or these
Or you
guys
paid them a
are,
lot to do this.
or they just love their craft so much they lend their voice to what they can, which is fine.
Which that's fine.
But I just still find it funny though.
So, coming back to this Corvus game. You remember that game I played earlier this year?
Mm-hmm.
Disintegration.
Yeah.
No, Disintegration. Not
Yeah, Disintegration.
Exocore is still looking fucking great. I haven't played.
Disintegration actually had a story trailer that came out today.
Oh, did they?
Yeah, just letting you know.
I'll have to check. Anyway, this Corvus game kind of in the selling it.
Is it Corvus?
You Google it and it's very
It's
obviously a V. Definitely
Yeah.
a V.
Corvus.
I told you it was a V. It was like a VS that looks like a 5.
Oh.
All right, fact checking, Jim.
I was barely awake. Okay, anyway, it's interesting because the ship that we apparently sentient.
Ah.
Okay.
Team up between the character Nara and basically it's a journey of redemption as past was
Okay. Okay.
I don't know. It might hit that battle have like
Other than from like simulation games and stuff, and like games like Eve.
So Star Wars Battlefront 2005 got that on $3.50 multiplayer.
God, the menu for starting up is
It
shit.
was not great.
It's shit. Gameplay is good. It's very good, very nice, but That menu though is shit.
Well, and it doesn't help. It's in an.
You
Which
could
I could not even fit on my screen
can
because
you
I
can
can't
change
go
it.
that small.
No, you can't. That's
Yeah, I changed
You
the
can
screen
change-
resolution.
resolution. Change the because it go back and forth. When remember
Because yeah, I remember it's 2005. Big difference then.
and I was able to navigate it okay. Know how to really.
At least
anyway,
just the
that
menu.
was
Gameplay is fine.
the gameplay is fucking. It
Yeah.
still looks great.
Yeah.
It's
on high graphics.
in 1920.
Which we'll never get in Assassin's Creed. For those that want 1920s, stop it. It's not interesting.
I was like, where are you going with this?
I'm just
I
saying,
mean-
you will never get what you want.
If they do like gang stuff, it might be interesting. I mean, with the whole
You work
No.
with Al Capone.
exactly
the
like stuff like
mafiosos.
that.
Yeah.
He was actually an assassin, and like he had to go like he was actually trying to stop like Templars and shit, like rival
Okay,
gang.
I could see that. If they're gonna do like something mafia-esque like that, then
Yeah.
okay. Just make enough difference where it can stand out. I don't know how they're gonna pull that off if they ever do that or not. I don't know. Ubisoft, give us money. We're giving you cash money ideas.
So I don't know. This Corvus game may scratch the for those of us looking our fight. I was gonna say Battlefront 2 original marked that. New Battlefront 2 brought that quite in the same capacity as it bug fights strategy. Because if you remember in Battlefront 2,
Yes.
got all their systems, they didn't do that. New battle.
Yep. You just have to destroy all the ships, and that's basically it.
So I don't know. Maybe this will not coming out till.
Yeah. So yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. What else did we?
There was Scarlet Nexus, some weird Japanese shit that I fucking love.
Joe was about to
Do it.
know.
There's
But-
creatures that are fucking roses and shit with fucking feet appendages and whatever. What the fuck is that?
What's going on?
Ninja
Like, why
Garden
killer-
Warrior.
Why a
Something
killer?
like that.
Why a killer bouquet of roses coming at you?
That's like another one of
weird.
those things where it's like you don't know the story, obviously, but it looks so weird, and
Anime.
there was
Do you
a little bit of
actually know
gameplay
the
that was
story?
going on, what you could do. That was like, okay, this is piquing my interest.
Well, and like talked about the
Yeah.
character, very strategic.
Oh, hell yeah, it is.
Looks fantastic.
Yeah.
I will say that the look animation them and the style was different than facings.
Yeah, this wasn't the first time that Bandai Namco did something like this. They made a game last year that was called Code Vein. That was like sort of the same thing too, where you had like anime characters, but with like the environment and enemies, they're so different in a sense. So it's kind of pulling off the same vibe for this game as well.
So I'm reading an article from Polygon on this. Apparently, those Smagi,
Yeah.
who is apparently a member of the other suppression this star mutant out of metal frame, flesh, and flowers. Apparently, they're calling this punk.
Brain punk.
That's not a word
I've never heard of anything like that before.
but it's an RPG game, and main character and he's psycho.
Yes,
Yes,
that looks
I guess
cool.
the actual term is telekinetic.
Psionic, actually, is what the power is. It's basically the same thing. There's like multitude of powers that are pretty much the same thing, but whatever. Comic books.
I don't know. It looks good. Excited for
Oh,
it.
I'm into it.
I probably
That's
won't pick
piqued
it
my
up.
interest for what I had going on for Inside Xbox. That's up my alley.
Oh, the second.
Yeah.
Hey, what did you think?
That looks very cool. It's very
Those look like they are. You know, it's funny. As I looked at the picture again, they look like somebody took the Indoraptor from Jurassic World: Fallen Kingdom, and like, yeah,
Yep.
we can actually make this an anime. Put it into. I mean, it's a tower. It looks like a tower defense game. Where you fight against raptors.
Did I see a tower? Was there a tower defense?
Tower defense game doesn't mean you have a physical tower.
It didn't look like it was like some sort of defense sort of game. It just looks like you were running around shooting dinosaurs.
No, it looked like happened.
And I think you might be getting it mixed up with the Ascent.
That was more Diablo-esque, that game.
I don't know. Whatever the ones with the dinosaurs, it looked like it was a type of some type of. Didn't look like there was any type of directive, like you were just having to defend against something. And yes, Joe, a tower defense game doesn't mean there's an actual physical tower involved.
Honestly,
was there a tower?
It
just looked like you were running around like you were like playing Left 4 Dead 2, but now you're facing off against dinosaurs.
That's funny because IGN actually compares it.
By fucking God.
The title of the article is "Second Extinction looks like a dinosaur Left 4 Dead from the makers of Just Cause," which is actually, from what we saw in the trailer, is actually pretty fucking accurate.
Fucking called that. Even before going on IGN for this.
So basically, it's a 3-player co-op shooter, so perfect for where players must wipe out mutated dinosaurs that have taken developer reaction promises, as well as that all vast number required for.
Yep.
Basically, it's almost
Left 3 Dead.
What I'm looking at
Dinosaur
here, it says
Edition.
that it's going to revolve around players grouping up, picking a mission, side complete.
Oh, so Evolve.
Sorry?
So Evolve.
Oh yeah, something like Evolve. Kinda.
If Evolve was horde mode.
I mean, I actually like Evolve. I mean, I was one of the few that liked Evolve, so.
I mean, it wasn't bad. I just
no.
I think I've still got it.
Also got it, but
I think I do too.
Trash.
I almost
There's
feel
no-
like this
there's no-
like this is what happens after last Jurassic World.
The
Kingdom.
Fallen Kingdom or
Are
something
they
like that.
really? Or it just said they're coming.
Jesus, not in April.
Yeah, well,
Oh,
I mean,
next April.
there's-
Yeah. I keep on forgetting it's.
Yeah, there's gonna be a
May
third
now.
movie. I will on there be.
Oh, yeah,
Anyway,
April
this game
2021.
looks good, and I'm
I hope it is. I hope it's just like
Yeah,
not one of
that's
those
what
things
I'm
that just
hoping
gets
for.
kind of boring pretty quick. Because
Looks
a game like that could get boring pretty quickly, especially if
Yeah.
it's like same thing, just different stages over and over. Like there needs to be like something different, you know.
Yeah, I agree. Did we cover everything from those?
I think that's all the highlights.
Did we
feel
actually
like we talked about all of it. I think we
No,
did.
well, did we actually mention? I know you just mentioned the Ascent, the Techno Diablo. I like games like that, so I'm looking forward to that.
That one looks interesting. Not really 100%. Lower classes rising up.
Or something with corporations, like they have something to wipe you out or something.
Communist plays right now. Communist music playing right now.
You're trying to get away from the communist thing, but then you bring yourself back into it.
It's the dank memes, man.
All right, comrade. What did I call you, comrade?
No, we're not doing that.
Let me go back into the messages. I have to find
God
it.
fucking damn it. We're not pulling that fucking
I'm
godforsaken
pulling it.
shit.
Fuck did I call you, comrade? What? I need to find it because it's gonna irk me.
Is there anything else that we need to talk about?
I mean, there's a whole bunch of other stuff.
We can make it to 2 hours if we want to.
We're sitting at an hour right now. So, bunch of other stuff that Cyberpunk 27 stuff.
Joe's gonna be playing with that part of Cyberpunk all the time. Like,
Well,
no,
this,
I wanna like
this isn't the first
Do I
game.
like that?
Ladies and gentlemen, if you ever wanted to customize your junk, you can get that fantasy here more in Cyberpunk 2077.
But this isn't the first game to do it, though.
No, it's not.
Scum, I
Well,
know
other games-
Scum came out last year before, and you could do it on that.
Yeah. Yeah,
You
exactly.
could get a ridiculously long.
But apparently for the rating boards and like what this game is getting, it's just pulling out all the stops. Like as
feel like it's
CD Projekt
trying
Red
to
they
get
said
the adults
itself,
only.
they're trying to push the envelope. They're not fucking around.
Comrade Exotic. That's what it
No! We are not doing that again.
was. Comrade Exotic.
Look, I
No!
haven't
We
seen
need to
Tiger
fucking-
King,
we
but
need
I
to-
really don't want to.
We need to fucking talk about that.
Shit.
Our fucking boy Nick Cage, huh?
Oh yeah. He's
What the fuck?
gonna. Was it a TV series or a movie that was in the works?
I think it was a
TV
TV
series.
series. Yeah, Nick Cage.
Fucking Carol Baskins.
He keeps saying it. He's like, I don't know who that is. Oh, did you see my post that I picked? Because my cousin lives in Florida. She lives in Tampa. So she actually sent me pictures of her on the bike ride.
No,
On my Facebook. I made a post about that, and she's like, look, she was riding her bike. So yeah, go search it was a couple days ago. It was hilarious. I was like, oh, my cousin, if she was like, sadistic and murderous, could have ended her.
Oh my god, you did mention something like that.
It was crazy because I don't know, I would have like pushed her off the bike like, ha.
Hey, and I know this doesn't really mean anything, but Cyberpunk is actually just confirmed it in adults only.
That's Australia.
Yeah, I know they don't allow for fucking
Everything gets an adults only rating out there, unless it's like Mario Kart.
Yeah.
I can't believe they're
Australia-
fucking launching it in
Aus-
Australia.
Australia is weird because it's a key gaming
Didn't they have to censor
capital,
like Left 4
but
Dead?
that's the
They
thing.
did.
I don't. Australia censors everything and everything under the sun, but yet they're like one of the key demographics for gaming. I don't get it. I don't get it.
You
For
know,
what
they-
I've heard, why it's rated adults only for this game, I think like one of the reasons was the drug use. I think it was
There's barely, if
like
you look at a lot of
showing that drugs are like a benefit towards you. It's like a big no-no to them.
I think that's pretty much any.
yeah.
This is for Australia, to be specific.
Did he just try to go a little Australian right there? That little accent. Did you not hear that? I could have sworn he did.
I probably did.
That sounds like Comrade Exotic to me.
Bloody cunt.
See? I don't know.
Ooh,
To me,
guys.
Australia doesn't count because I always figured they're all. Anytime a mature game is in Australia, it always gets some type of adult only rating.
I
I think
know.
that's how their rating goes, though.
Yeah,
So weird.
Yeah.
It's such a weird country.
it is.
No offense to our Australian listeners, if we have any, but with terms that comes with video games, it's really weird how they do stuff.
You got giant ass spiders too. Holy shit, man. Anything could kill you over there.
Pretty much, not
So-
people.
The reason Australia is rating it adults only,
Oh yeah.
according to IG.
Oh yeah, that was highly.
Because kids can't just watch it, or you can't just find it in other mediums anywhere else
Nope.
for free and stuff.
Okay, so anyway, moving on from Cyberpunk.
Customized PPs. What if I want a PP with like flaps on it? Is that possible?
You get your pee-pee flaps with dragon wings and whatnot.
Exactly. Every time you fuck, you just yell out "Fuchsia now."
Yes. And you can fast travel by flying around with your dick.
Imagine you'd be like, "Oh, I'm sorry, Joe.
Fly,
Mr.
penis,
Preter.
away!
Mr. Preter here, like, oh, come on, guys, be sensible." Oh.
I don't even know. I don't even know what to say right now. I'm like, what the fuck?
I went to a virtual high five, but Joe's a little off. So. Flying Dragon Penis, title of the
I feel like if you
podcast.
yelled fuss during not and
Unless
if
she's
you
into
were a
it.
Dragonborn.
Unless she's into it.
Depends on where you're aiming your voice, I guess. That's when you truly can blow her away.
Go fucking launch it. I thought you were with Gwendolyn. I don't know where she went. What's that hole in the sky? Oh, it's my new sky roof. Moonlight. There you go. Ooh. That's when you get her a helmet as a gift. Like, you're going to need this.
That's the real canon.
Like that episode of American Dad where he took her up to the cabin and it's like, yeah, it's you and my mom's anniversary. It's me and Francine's anniversary. I brought her a pink football helmet this time so she won't get concussions.
Okay, anyway. I cover the newest Borderlands.
Sure.
So, what was it? Months ago? We talked about how that. Right?
Yeah, Eli Roth is going to be involved in this.
Yes. So apparently they've started casting. And I think we cast
Mm-hmm.
I think we did, yeah.
We did.
So Lilith, the siren, has actually been cast, and Billion
Yep.
X.
Yep.
I think she's really tall though. I don't feel like Lilith would be tall, but it's whatever. I mean, Wolverine was technically short, and they cast Hugh Jackman to play
Yeah,
him.
they
And
have him
worked out.
tall. Because, Hugh Jackman's tall. But,
it worked out.
yeah, it did. Definitely.
Gearbox
I
did
could see the
confirm
look.
this. But
Hmm?
apparently, working in tandem with Gate on Lionsgate.
Oh, so it's just a rumor.
Well, that's what I'm saying. Gearbox official confirmed it on Lionsgate.
Oh.
I don't think Lionsgate needed to.
That's
I mean,
also true.
since Gearbox is working heavily towards this, since it is their series, they must have good insider on this. They have good control over what they want for this movie, so yeah,
All right,
that's
lots of
more
stuff
control
this
for
week.
what you can. Yeah.
It's a good week. Lots of good stuff going.
All I gotta say is now they have to live up to the best video game movie ever, The Hedgehog.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there is.
Yeah.
It really was.
When you say best video game movie ever, a whole hell of a lot of competition.
Well, the other one was Wreck-It Ralph. And
A video game.
yes, it is.
It had
That was
video
based
game
off video
characters, yes.
Oh yeah,
Wreck-It
And
you're
Ralph
right,
it
you're right.
revolved
I'm sorry.
around video games.
I told you I actually played the actual game that Wreck-It Ralph was based off
I'm
of.
sorry.
Trying to fact check me again. Fact check, Jim.
Braxton's all geared.
Good. I hope.
Or Braxton's against you, Ross,
I
for
hope he
guessing
just
it
randomly
wrong.
like boop, runs away.
Anyway, you guys got anything else to talk about? Or
I'm good.
I think we talked enough. We still need to do that 2-hour stream of this someday. No, not stream, but like podcast, whatever, someday.
all right, well, I think that's gonna wrap it up for us then, guys. Thanks for everybody hanging out. Make sure that if you're listening to this, refer us to your friends. Find us, give us a rating on whatever platform helps us. Share us with your friends, coworkers, a lot more people. Podcast. All right.
Yep.
See you guys later. Bye.
Bye.
Laters.